All right, welcome back. It's Coach Lee. We're on the Mastering MMA channel. I'm here at the MMA Institute, multiple gyms across Virginia. Check us out. I'm at the one in Harrisburg. Come to my class. I'd love to meet you all. This video, we are hitting the scissor sweep and multiple ways to do it. So check it out. Definitely hit like, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of these videos so you can improve your game even more. And leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you'd like to see. Enjoy. All right, so we're back in the guard series we're still working from. We'll be on this for quite a few more weeks. Today we are going to be working off the scissor sweep. I use it not just as a sweep, but more as, I play with it more like it's an open guard, right? So I sit there a lot of times for a while before I hit the sweep. A lot of people go directly for it. I like to play there for a little bit. Like I say, I use it similar to an alternate guard. So come in my guard here. So we're going to start out with the very basics of this. I need to get wrist control and head control, right? I can't have them all postured up here where I can't control anything. So I don't want to come here either because it's easy for him just to shove this off, right? So whenever I'm going for this, I want to get inside of his arm and I pull him down and I keep my arm nice and tight. So let's spin this way. So we're in here. I've got wrist control on this one. Once again, long finger to thumb, and I'm squeezing between that joint, kind of separating his hand from his forearm there. This hand, I fish underneath. If I have to, I'll bump my hips to make a little bit of space, and I fish in here, and I keep my elbow towards the center. Right? It makes it real hard for him to pummel his elbow back in. For you, those of you all that have come to my Thai class, I'm using this similar to how I'd use a Thai clinch and keep that elbow tight so it's hard for them to pummel back in. It's the exact same concept here, right? If I'm here, it's easy for him to pummel in here and just move my arm off his head, right? But if I get inside, now I'll start pummeling in there. Right? Lots of bad things are starting to happen because he's having to get off balance to move in. So I'm here, I make space, I get him here. What I'm going to do with my guard is I'm going to open up, I place my heels on the mat, and I shoot my body far away, and I turn towards the hand side. This knee comes all the way through, and I'm catching his hip with my foot, and I pull him back up onto me. Right, so I'm sitting here. I'm going to turn in here a little bit. So I'm sitting here, and I hook on his hip. So if he tries to start passing that way, go ahead and start to pass. Right, it's hard to do, and I can easily rotate right back into guard if need be. Right, and my toes with this hook, my toes are pointed up. Right, my shin muscles are engaged here. That makes it real hard for him to start to pass easily. And I want him pulled up on me. That's key here. So I'm using my head part of my grips here. I'm digging in right below his jaw so I can kind of yank him up. If he's set back a little bit, when I come here, I pull him up. When I go to hit this sweep, my goal is to pull him ear to ear. That doesn't happen often, right? If he has any clue what's going on here, he's going to be fighting that. I'm not going to get him that high. But I'm trying to get him up as high as I can. What's happening here is when I sweep his legs, I want more of his weight distributed to his upper body than his lower body. So we're in here. I pull him up. This foot over here, I drop to the mat right beside his knee. And as I pull him up, my feet scissor. He drops. I come on top, secure mount. So I'll give you a different angle here. I got wrist control, I've got head control, I'm controlling his posture, I plant my heels, I drive back and I turn towards the hand that I've got control of, I pull him up on me, and right here I still haven't dropped yet, right? I can sit here for a while if I need to. This drops, I scissor as I pull his head towards my head. I shoot up on top, control the mount. This angle, and then I'll switch. So once again, wrist control. I need to, I bump my hips up a little bit so I can get this good deep hook. Also notice, my fingers aren't at the center of his neck. I'm coming all the way around and grabbing the opposite side of his neck, right? I want this big hook around him. So he's not fighting my muscles that hold my fingers down. He's fighting my forearm muscles that turn my whole hand, right? Bigger muscles, harder to get away from. So I'm here, I make space. I shoot this in, my foot's engaged on his hip, this one's here. As I go to sweep, I try to pull him up. I drop this, a scissor, and I roll up on top, securing mount. All right, hop off, Tiff, come here.
So, wrist control. I make space to come through the middle. I get this hook and I pull my elbow in tight. Right? I don't want to be out here that you pull in super good. So we get in here tight. I turn towards this. I pull her back up on me. When I drop this to sweep, I'm trying to pull her higher. Scissor. This way. So once again, it's wrist control. I pummel inside. I just grabbed a whole bunch of hair there. That felt good. So I come here. I pull this elbow in tight, right, just like it's a tie clinch. I make space. I turn towards that hand, and I pull her back onto me. Right. This foot's engaged at the hip. This one traps the other hip. And when I go to sweep, I pull her higher. I drop this leg down. Now I scissor my legs. And from here, I just roll on top. Secure them out. Any questions? Cool. Let's drill. You get in the scissor sweep position for me. We're going to come back to this. And so he's going to go into this. And this is a common defense. Turn that way when you go for it. Right.
So this one.
Yep. So he'll come here, and people will do this. Right? They'll kind of post here. They'll put this knee out wide. Go ahead and try to sweep me here. Yeah. Right? This is a real common defense. There's a real simple solution to this. So what happens here? So we're in this position, right? I go for this exact same thing. Oh, I come here. He posts his leg out. Like I'm never sweeping. He's got this good base. All I do here is once I've actually turned me this way so they can get a better view of this. So once I've dropped this leg, if he's posted out, I just bring this knee up high real quick and post on his knee. Kick his knee out, sweep him over, come on top. Yeah, it's so simple, but it's super effective. So I'm in here, right? Come here. He kind of posts out, right? So I can't get this. I just pull this up, kick his knee out, come on top. This also works is if they're really kind of posturing back. So back in here again. Same scenario, right? I pop this through, I come to this, and he's really kind of pull it back. I'll post here, and I'll kick and yank at the same time. Right? So it's basically like I'm tripping him, but instead of like tripping low at his feet because he's on his knees, I'm just blocking his knee. I'm pushing it and pulling him at the same time. Right? It kind of knocks him off balance. Let me grab you so you can see. So we're in here, right? Everything's the same. I come for this. She posts this leg out real wide so I can't sweep her. I'll just come here. Kick it out and roll on top. So works way better than you'd think, doesn't it? So I'm here, right? Everything's the same. She posts out. I just plant here. I kick this. I'm still pulling her up as I'm kicking, and then I sweep. Come back on top. So if she's just like posturing back, this works too, right? Just say I'm here, she's up real high, I'll come here and I'll sit up, right? So I get a little momentum, and then I yank, kick and roll, right? Make sense? Any questions? Cool. Let's drill. We're back in the same scenario here. So I'm here. I come for this. He steps back, or he steps wide, right? And I go for this, and he steps over it, right? No, like put your leg on the complete opposite side, right? So he steps over here to start the pass, right? So what I like to do here is I lift him with this leg. I grab his heel, and I slide underneath, and we start playing with legs here. Yep. So we're in here. Right, I've got him here, I start coming for this, and this could happen from just this spot too, not necessarily even kicking the leg, but he just starts to step over it. I slide right into this heel, right? So we're gonna play with this, and then I'll show you how to finish this too. So, give one, let's give a different angle here. So I'm in here, right? I come up in, I go for this, he starts to step over. Pinching my knees, I'm controlling his hip here. This is where we want to get. Preferably toes in the armpit. Let me grab you. Let me grab you so you can see. Do what? I'm looking to get her toes in my armpit. Okay. basically. So we're here. I come to here. She steps over. I catch. I scoot under. I wrap.
And this sucks.
Right. Her toes are trapped in my armpit, and I'm wrapped around her heel. This is the position I want y'all getting to. So let's go this angle here. So we're here, ready to fight in. I go to this. She steps over. I catch. I scoot under, and I wrap this. Right? I'm trapping her toes in my armpit, and I'm just kind of wrapped around her calf here. This is definitely a more advanced move. That's why I want y'all we're going to drill that, and then we'll come back. I'll show you how to finish it, and then we'll play with it. So, any questions? Cool. Let's play. All right. So we showed the entry. Let me think. Let's go. Let's turn this way. This will probably give you a really good view here. All right. So I'm here. Right. Same thing's happening. He steps over. I catch. I scoot underneath, and I wrap this up. I'm clamping down tight. So the key to this, if you're trying to get out, is you want to clear the knee past the line from my knee to knee. I want to keep him on this side of it, obviously. Right? Here it's a good leg lock. Here it's not. Right here when I start turning, he can turn really easy. He starts to kick out, escape, all that fun stuff. So I want to stay in here. Right? Nice and tight. My knees are pinching together. Like pull your leg out of here, Alan. Right? This is pretty tight. I'm pretty secure to him here. So what I'm doing here is I'm trying to keep his toes in my armpit, and I get my wrist as close to his heel as he can, and I gable grip here, right? The hand that's wrapped around the leg is my tightest. And also, by the way, if he's trying to get out of this, usually they're going to roll this way. We're kind of in a shared spiral here, so this isn't going to work against more advanced guys, right? There's other transitions you can make. But guys that aren't experienced with leg locks, you will hit this all day. And with this finish, it's harder to roll out of this. So instead of me trying to twist this, right? You see people all the time doing this, right? They twist. What I'm going to do is I'm going to finish this like a guillotine. I'm going to use my lat and my armpit to push his toes down. Right? So I'm here. I've got my wrist bone right behind his heel. I push his toes down, and then I pull my hands to my face. Right? So right in there somewhere should be my tap. All right, so with heel hooks, we are super cautious, right? If I'm going with somebody that I don't know, I will come here. As soon as my hands touch, I'll let it go, right? Because if he turns the wrong way and makes this tighter real quick, I'm tearing everything all the way up through here. Like as I do this, you can watch his leg, everything just get tight, right? Just from this. So if I'm here and he turns the wrong way, this is gone, right? He's out for months. Yeah, it just snaps. So you got to be super cautious when you're playing with these with your training partners. If you're in a fight for your life, you rip somebody's leg off, right? So we come here, boom, we're here. I come out, he steps over, I catch, I scoot underneath, and I end up here, right? Everything's nice and tight, and I use my lat and my back kind of turned a little bit, so now I can get my back into it some more, and I start pulling up, right? Nice and easy. So I'm getting the tap right there, so I could literally pull his heel up to here, right? I mean, so you can imagine what that's going to do to everything through here. Tiff, let me grab you. All right, so once again, we're here. I go for this, she steps over, I catch, I scoot underneath, and I wrap. Right, I'm clamping down on this, and I'm getting my wrist bone right behind her heel. I trap this. I force her toes down with my armpit, my back, my lat, and then I start turning this way until I get the tap.
I just pay a lot of money to have these legs fixed.
Do what?
I just pay a lot of money to have these legs fixed.
So we're here. Boom. We come for this. She steps over. I catch. I scoot underneath, and I'm here. Right? I'm clamping down on these toes. I'm finding my wrist bone to her heel. I turn back. I start pulling the wrist or the ankle up. I get my tap. Any questions about this? Cool. That's all the time I got for class. Y'all are welcome to stay around and play with it. I got a private, so I'll be here for a while. Good work, ladies and gentlemen.
All right, so there you have it. A couple different ways to finish the scissor sweep and hitting a heel hook out of it. Hope you enjoyed. Be safe training with those heel hooks. Don't mess up your partners. If you break all your toys, you don't have anything to play with. So be super safe with that. They are definitely a dangerous submission. If you're in Virginia, come check me out. I'd appreciate it. Hit like, subscribe, comment for me. Let me know what you think.